Thank you, everybody. Good morning. On behalf of the Manchester School District, I want to thank all of you for joining us as we get to celebrate one of the very first in our Priority 1 set of projects. Today is a momentous occasion, the groundbreaking for the renovations in addition at Hillside Middle School. This project combines educational programming, staffing, and 21st century learning environments, or, as I always like to say, the three legs of our stool. Bear with me with the wind. With this collective work, we will continue to transform public education within our city. This project represents much more than just bricks and mortar. It represents our unwavering commitment to build a solid foundation so we are positioned for excellence, innovation, and opportunity for every student who walks through our doors. Before I begin our program, I want to take a quick moment to recognize some guests and dignitaries joining us this morning. First, I want to welcome and thank the most important guests here today. Those would be our students from Hillside. You'll see that they will be playing an important role in our ceremony as they will be sharing some of their talents and thoughts on our project. We would also like to thank the elected officials and dignitaries joining us this morning. I'm just going to read quick lists, starting with the Board of School Committee. We have Jim O'Connell, Bob Baines, Chris Potter, Jason Bonilla, Julie Turner, Carlos Gonzalez, and Leslie Want. From the BMA, we have Chris Morgan, Karen Sewell. From the BMA, we have Chris Morgan, Chrissy Cantor, Christine Fajardo, Dan Goonan, and James Burkish. We also have the pleasure of having former Mayor Joyce Craig join us, who had been instrumental in the initial steps of this project. And it's my honor to also introduce long-term Senator Lou D'Alessandro. I want to thank all of you for joining us today. Your leadership, your support has been instrumental to help make this project possible. Now let me give you a quick overview of what to expect this morning. We're going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem led by our Hillside students, and we will conclude with the moment we've all been waiting for, our groundbreaking. At this time, I'm going to introduce our Hillside students, and I'm going to ask that you all stand and remain standing for both the pledge and the national anthem. So first off, we have our Hillside students, Jennifer Cristales Velasquez, Barack Mori, and Yasmin Sanj.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
students, thank you guys all so much. And I will say, with the exception of ISIS, you all get to go return to your field day. So we're going to wish our students all the best. They get to go back to their event that was already planned. Unfortunately, Mayor Rouet is not able to join us this morning, so I'm going to invite our first speaker to the podium. If you could give a warm welcome to Board of School Committee Vice Chair and Chair of the Joint School Buildings Committee, Mr. Jim O'Connell.
Thank you, Dr. Camille, and thank you, everybody. It's such an honor to be here today, such a pleasure to be here today, and surrounded by so many people. I contemplated for a silly moment that I might attempt to thank the various people who have brought this to fruition, but I'm going to not do that because that would take us all. But I want you to know that as I look at the faces down here, I'm tempted to begin so, because everybody that's here right now has had an integral part in bringing this day to fruition, and this is such an important day. As Dr. Camille said, first and foremost, we're here to celebrate students. It's all about students, and not just the 1,000 or 1,100 students who are in the school today, but the tens of thousands of students who will attend this school over the next decades. It's a momentous day for the Board of School Committee. We are grateful to Dr. Camille and her administration for bringing us to this point, and the work that's gone into it, the work that has been done by all the city departments, the team that we have put together that involves starting with SMMA, who did the master plan, moved on through the architecture, are overseeing this project. Left Field, who has done Trojan work and continues to bring great value, and of course Consigli, the construction company, who will be doing the work here over the next couple of years. Today begins the first of 5 separate projects in the city of Manchester, which are going to bring massive change. It's a major project. We begin today, we culminate after going through McLaughlin, Parkside, Southside, and eventually to the building of the beautiful, hopefully iconic new school at Beach Street, for Go Beach, in the summer of 2028. So the next 2.5 years or so are going to be exciting for the city of Manchester and the people of Manchester. I think it's important to note that when this project is complete, this part of this much longer term project, but the part we're engaging on today, if you consider it this way, students in Manchester spend roughly 1/3 of their lives in middle school. We have 13 years of school. But if it were 12, they spend 4 years in middle school, 4 years in high school, and 5 years in elementary. When this project it means that every student in Manchester, regardless of zip code, regardless of where they are, they're going to attend a school that is modern, it is new or renewed, it's got state-of-the-art facilities designed to deliver education optimally in the most cost-effective way, but importantly in the most educationally effective way. This is a great day for the city of Manchester. The people of Manchester ought to be proud that we've gotten to this point where we are doing this. We're doing it without direct state aid to this building. This is the people of Manchester standing up, putting an exclamation mark up, saying we are invested in the future of the city of Manchester. We believe in a bright future for the city and for our families, and we're going to do what it takes to give them the best education we can. It shouldn't be lost on us that this is the largest construction project in the state of New Hampshire by quite a ways. This is not an insignificant amount of work, and it has taken a lot of people to get us here. I'm glad to see that former Mayor Joyce Craig is with us today, because it was her and the leadership at that time that began this process. And I wasn't going to do this, but I can't help, because Barry Brensinger is sitting back behind her, and Barry is a man who isn't assuming and would prefer not to be called out. But if we go back, this all begins with the work of Manchester Proud, the foundational work in coming up with a strategy for the future of our education. And this couldn't have happened without them. So I'm not going to go any longer, because you came here to celebrate. I thank you all for being here, and I look forward to working with you all in the coming 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connell. So we've got our next speaker approaching the podium. We've got our Chair of Finance and Facilities and former Mayor, Mr. Bob Baines.
Thank you, Jen. I'd like to echo Jim O'Connell's comments. Without the leadership of Mayor Craig and the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, many of who are here today, this would not be possible. And I like to remind the citizens of Manchester when I have the opportunity, you cannot have a great city without a great public education system. It just can't be done. And you know, when I ran for mayor in 1999, we had built an arena and we had renovated City Hall. And I said the students of Manchester deserve the same treatment. They deserve to be in first class, 21st century learning environments. That's what Manchester is embarking on today. And we'll know the significance of it. When this project is complete, we're going to have an educational facility here and the other middle schools in the city. They're going to be fitting for in honor of the future leaders of our city, our students. And when you make decisions in the city, whether you're an alderman or school board member, you have to think about a lot of people. But the number one person, in my view, you should be talking about are our children. The children who deserve the very best education that's possible. So today marks that beginning. Thank you all for being here. It's an honor for me to again serving on this board. Again, in 1999, we embarked on a study and resulted in a $105 million investment in our public education system. Since then, this is now the largest ever that the city has embarked upon. Congratulations for all involved. It's an honor to be in your presence today, and let's celebrate for Hillside. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. So I'm just going to take a quick trip down memory lane. I remember back in the day when I got to Southside back in 2014, one of my colleagues, Mr. McCafferty, we dreamt of the day we would have vertically aligned curriculum. We dreamt of when we were going to have professional development connected. We only dreamed the day would come when we have additions and renovations in our schools. So it's kind of full circle to bring Brendan up next, principal of Hillside Middle School.
I won't be as long as Mr. O'Connell. I'll be very brief. Thank you very much for being here today. On behalf of the Hillside students, staff, and community, we are thrilled and honored with this investment that you all made on behalf of our school and community. In 2 years, when this project is finished, Hillside will be 60 years young and will be fit for the next 60 years. So for all the families out there in Manchester, we have an excellent school. And 2 years from now, it'll be all that much better. So thank you very much for your investment in Manchester.
So as we got ready to plan these events, it was incredibly important to all of us to make sure we held our groundbreaking ceremonies when school was still in session. We wanted to make sure we had students be a part of our event. And it is absolutely my pleasure to bring Isis up. I will give you a quick disclaimer. She is really chomping at the bit to get back to field day. So we've been trying to move things fast so she can get back to her friends. So Isis Cologne, 8th grade student at Hillside.
Hi, my name is Isis Cologne and I'm an 8th grader here at Hillside. Hillside has genuinely been such a fun and amazing experience. Hillside has such a positive atmosphere. The teachers and the staff truly make it so that we are all heard and listened to, and they make sure we all have a great time at school. The teachers and the admin are amazing people. They teach us so much that's beyond just language arts and math. They teach us how to be good people and be a better version of ourselves. The teachers truly make Hillside an amazing place to learn and have fun. This project will make it so that kids can have an even more experience than I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Isis. We appreciate you sharing your thoughts and staying with us and missing the start of your field day. So we have two special guests with us this morning. I'm going to have first Erin Cotton from Senator Hassan's office read a quick statement from the Senator.
Good morning, everyone. Senator Hassan couldn't be here today, so I have a brief letter to share on her behalf. Dear friends, I'm sorry that I can't be with you today, but I join you in celebrating the groundbreaking for Hillside Middle School here in Manchester. Our communities, our state, and our country thrive when all students are free to learn, follow their highest aspirations, and reach their full potential. Ensuring that students have a safe and engaging environment to learn is absolutely essential. With today's groundbreaking, we are celebrating an investment in the next generation of Granite Staters who will take on leadership roles and further our democracy. Thank you to everyone who made today's celebration possible. I look forward to continuing to work with you to roll up our sleeves and work together to build a future for all of our children. With every good wish, Margaret Wood Hassan, United States Senator.
And following Erin, we have Connor Hill from Senator Shaheen's office.
Good morning, everybody. The letter from the Senator. Dear students and friends, I wish I could join you in person for today's groundbreaking ceremony at Hillside Middle School. Please know that I am with you in spirit as we reflect on your long journey to today and look forward to an exciting future in your soon-to-be renovated facility. Thank you to everyone here today for the role you played in this important effort. I have always believed a school should be more than a simple building with classrooms and desks. It should be a doorway to new opportunities for information and education, and its thoughtful design should help students as they find their passions and forge meaningful, lifelong friendships. At the renovated Hillside Middle School, students will have the chance not only to learn in modern classrooms, but also to explore the arts in larger, higher ceiling spaces and engage in outdoor learning in a unique internal courtyard. They will be able to focus on their studies in creative learning areas that incorporate new technology and prioritize accessibility and safety. I congratulate you all on reaching this exciting step of this project, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Jean Shaheen, United States Senator.
So I just want to pause for a second and thank everybody here today, everybody who spoke, and for everybody's commitment to our project. I want to note my appreciation for your ability to see the age of our buildings and the need to bring them into 21st century learning environments. To the passion you bring for student learning, your commitment to our district truly matters. And while we hear about the negatives and the reasons why not, I am very much humbled and respectful of those who have challenged the status quo and sought to help us be a better and aligned learning community. I believe in our students, in our staff, in our community, and in our potential. And while our data points are on the move, for those of you who were at teaching and learning earlier, you're seeing our data on graduation go tremendously high. I believe we can all agree we still have work to do. And it draws back to those three legs of the stool. We are a district that now has vertically aligned curriculum in the professional development to support learning in our classrooms. We have lower class sizes so we can maximize student to teacher contact. We have competitive salaries so we can recruit and retain high quality staff. We have an investment in 21st century learning spaces as evidenced by this project, this groundbreaking today. These are not items that were with us just a few years ago. In a very short time, our district has made significant gains, and I could not be more proud of our collective work. I want to thank all of you here today who believed in us. And now, we are so very close to the groundbreaking. And while I can't wait to get us into that dirt, I want to give you some guidance as how we'll get this all done. We have groups assigned for groundbreaking and photos. Please listen for your name and join your group at the designated location, which is going to be this pile to my right. We will ask that once you have your photo taken, you move away from the dirt so we can move the next group in. Ms. Barbaro, who is in the pink dress, will be taking over the podium momentarily, so please listen and watch for her as she'll be announcing the groups for the ceremonial photographs. So, it is absolutely my honor, and with the greatest level of excitement, let's get started.
Perfect. Perfect. Yay.
Charlotte, say hi to all the new juniors.